August 16th in Chicago. Dricus versus Khamzat. My
Khamzat back to the
hometown.
States.
This is a interesting one. We've talked about this on the pod before. If they, like as because this fight was like in talks.
Yeah.
I think we both kind of thought Dricus could be the winner. But I'm curious what you think now.
I just don't know if Khamzat's going to be able to bully him in the first round like he bullies everybody else. I just don't see it.
So is that to you Khamzat's only way to beat a guy like Dricus, or is there a way he wins in the distance?
Maybe striking. But if he could take him down and get his back early, that's where he's most dangerous. If he takes you down and gets your back early, that fight could be as good as over. But again, it's against a big, strong guy like Dricus. I've counted him out so many times. I feel silly for me to count him out again, and then he just shuts me up again. It's just like, and it's not shutting me up and like I'm saying anything disrespectful at all. You watch him fight, and it just looks like he's pressing buttons on the controller, bro. It's insane. And he even said, he's like, do you think you could strike pretty with a guy like Izzy? And I thought that was one of the most honest assessments. He was like, I was like, yeah, you're right. You can't fight Izzy pretty. You got to make it a fight. You got to scrap. You got to do weird stuff and try to get to this guy to put some pain on him. And that's exactly what he did in all his fights. He's not a pretty striker. He just starts thumping you, going full on Homer Simpson, and he finds a way to win.
So, so let's say he doesn't get it done in the first round. Is it pretty much like you think there's no way for Khamzat to win?
Khamzat's a dog. I mean, we've seen that with the Usman fight, gritted it out. We've seen it with the Gilbert Burns fight. He's got heart. He's got grit. I think after having that war with Gilbert Burns, he was kind of like, I don't know if I need to keep fighting like this. Once is enough. I gave the fans a show. Luckily he was able to still get the win in a very close back and forth fight. I don't know if he's gonna look to do that again. But Dricus is gonna force him to trade, and I think Dricus is the harder puncher. At least from the fights I'm looking at, right? I think it's this weird thumping, but it just looks like those thumps just leave knots.
But is there any way that like maybe Khamzat decides to take it easier in the first round and not try to just gas pedal him? And
I've never seen him do that. Khamzat is I kill everybody, brother. I kill everybody, brother. First round, brother. Yeah, brother.
I don't know, man. I feel like if he's able to chill out, I think he could get it done in the distance, but I don't know if he has that in him.
Yeah. And we've always questioned his cardio in the later rounds.
Yeah.
And Dricus, I used to question his cardio all the time, but then he got something fixed, he said, and he's looked great as of late. It's like it's undeniable. He's made improvements, and he understands his style. I would like to see Khamzat win. I just think this is a hard fight. I like Khamzat. I think Khamzat's a freaking dog. He's entertaining. He's fun. He puts on great fights. And as a grappler, man, he just runs through people. Hot knife through butter.
I don't know. I would like to see Dricus beat him. I think.
I mean, it would be chaos.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. And then both of them fought Robert Whittaker. They both finished him. But the way
early.
Yeah. And that's what makes it interesting because Khamzat did it a little bit more impressively. Like kind of just picked him up and slammed him down. And yeah, obviously he had a broken jaw front before, so he tapped really fast because it just kind of smashed all over again. But with that said, like to do that to Robert Whittaker, no one does that to him like that. Who has ever done that to Robert Whittaker?
Nobody. Except, Izzy knocked him out, but that's a different story. I don't know. I feel like Dricus will get it done, bro. I also like he's a fucking brick wall.
He's huge.
Like that's not a guy you can just like throw around, pause, and then
you don't want to throw him around. Energy. You want to throw him around?
I kind of would throw him around. Okay.
You want to throw around Dricus a little bit? You want that DDP?
I'll do whatever to him.
You want that DDP?
That BBC DDP.
Hey, yo. Yeah, I don't know who to pick on this. I'm torn. I'm
Come on.
torn. I want Khamzat to win. But
But
I
who do you
think this
think's
is a
gonna
very
win?
tough. I think this is an extremely tougher fight than he might even realize. DDP might not look impressive in any facet of the game, but he's powerful. He's big for the weight. He's got some solid grappling. He's not. I don't feel like he's an expert. Like just watching him, I'm like, what is your expertise? He just does a great job of mixing it all up, and even doing stuff unconventionally, and making it look like it just works. Because I mean, clearly it's working for him. I don't think everyone can fight like Dricus and have the same success. It's just I can't see people doing that,
But
especially at my weight.
he's effective everywhere, and neither him nor Hamzat are very technical on the feet. You know?
Yeah. I hope they grapple. I hope they make it a fun grappling fight. And then I hope they be like,
That
fuck this, let's strike.
yeah, bro. Like I could see this being a war, even if it gets past the first round. Like I feel like the fight with Gilbert Burns and Hamzat definitely got more tired, but he still was scrapping.
That dog.
And that shit was like mad entertaining. So I honestly feel like that's how the fight's gonna go. Like Hamzat does well in the first round, but doesn't get it done, and then it's just a scrap for the rest of the fight.
It might look similar to Usman versus Kobe 1,
I could see that.
which was just madness. Two high level grapplers just deciding to say, F it, we're going to fight on the feet and figure this out.
That's gonna be crazy.
You're
Next we
picking
got.
Dricus.
I'm picking Dricus.
I'm
I'm
going
picking Dricus.
Khamzat.
You're going Hamzat?
I feel like I shouldn't, but I'm
Come
going.
on, bro.
I'm going Khamzat because I want him to win.
Who do you actually think is gonna win? No politics, no keeping everybody happy. Who do you actually think is gonna win? Man to man.
Man to public. I think Dricus, but I want Khamzat to win. This is like a Bo Nichols situation.
There
I
we
wanted
go.
Bo to win, but I just didn't think he was going to get it done.
If Hamzat loses, that's fucking crazy. Also, I said this on the last pod that I was on, but everyone's talking shit about how the UFC is boring, blah, blah, blah. Then they drop this shit. Like, they always do this every year. Like, it's boring the first few months, and then, boom, crazy card, crazy card, crazy card, crazy card.
Yeah, I get what people are saying. For the price tag, they don't want to spend so much money on every single fight card that's not a UFC 300 level type of booking. But I'm also like, well, you're paying for the main card. That's one. So you're not paying for the entire card. But for them to give you 5 solid fights that mean something, high-ranked guys or title fights, it's extremely difficult to get everyone from the division for the entire 12 months of the year. So you got to be realistic with that. You got to get guys to build up fights, build up win streaks on these other fight night cards and events like that. You give them time to heal up. So you're not going to have a banger every single pay-per-view. You might have 2 or 3 really solid fights. I would love to have 5 solid fights every single card, every single pay-per-view. But realistically, like the high-level, top-level guys, they don't fight as often because once you get to the top 5, it's really hard to get bookings because you need fights that mean something within the top 5. So you can't always do that. So it's really hard. So I get what they're saying, but at the same time, it's like, well, you got to have it. You can't have it both ways.